They need to know these things because we've been there.
We wrote the book, Letters to Our Sons. I have documented research and proof of what happens inside these prisons' walls. The research not only contains prisoner accounts, but it includes experiences of law enforcement, correction officers, activists, and other organizations.
This has been completely unscripted. They had no advanced knowledge of the questions I was about to ask. We chose to use Zoom video conferencing software. The connections you're about to see are based on the individual's access to technology and internet connections in the areas in which they live.
I do a lot of, when I can, public speaking at churches and things like that. And like, again, the part, like Steve said, we don't come out and we don't talk about some of the crazy stuff that we've seen, possibly experienced. But what I've done, and I mean, when I say it gets their attention, is, you're talking, you're up on a podium or whatever you're talking. And I walk out into the crowd and just happen to stop by somebody and to go from a talking demeanor like I am now to, Daddy, can I curse?
Yes, you can.
Okay. And I might walk right next to him. And like I said, I'm talking in this demeanor and I'm talking, I might have on a suit. And all of a sudden I just flip and be like, give me those sneakers, motherfucker, right now. And reach down and snatch their sneakers. And when I say some of these cats is at-risk kids that think they tough, but when they just saw it for real, they be like, I said, see, are you ready to go into jail mode at any second? And that's what I just wanted to end with that. But, that's what they need to see. Like I said, they see the glamorize. They see us with the whips. They see the jewels. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why they say, oh, I want to do that. And but if they knew they had to possibly go to the hole, they knew that if their fight game wasn't up to par, they might be somebody's girl. You understand what I mean? Being involved with this project, being involved with the book, because I want them to hear the other side. Like Steve said, like James said, yeah. When you look at TV, unless you go with, these youngsters today don't even have a clue even what the movie is. Unless you go back and watch something like Shawshank Redemption, that kind of show one of the realest how it really, you know what I'm saying? Some of the stuff you really experience, psychologically, physically, mentally. These new movies, they see in New Jack City where, Goodfellas where, they're glamorizing snitching.
But you know this trick that they playing? Back when we were young, when we were young, there was this great fear of prison. Yeah. That don't exist no more. They have made things so mild to where they have made people believe I can make it through that.
Yeah.
I can make it through that. And they mask the real things that will scar you in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't show it to you. So people are just worried about the manhood part of it. Oh, I can make it through that one day. I was in Attica. I was in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's no longer that fear that you have to wake up and that cell cracks. Am I gonna make it through tonight? Am I gonna be able to lock in tonight? Am I gonna make it? Am I gonna be able to make it home to my family? Am I gonna have to, protect my manhood today? Things like that. Now it's like this unhidden trap to bring the youth in. No, it ain't that bad. You can make it in here. Come on. The police in control of this now. Don't worry. You ain't gonna get raped. You ain't gonna do this.
My first bid, which was the longest, that was my longest straight stretch. But it was so easy back then. It was easy. I'm gonna say it was easy because like I said, I was in VA. I got knocked off in Virginia. You know what I mean? So here it is. I already had a feather in my cap that people didn't mess with me. Number one, okay, I was big dude. Number two, he from New York. You know what I mean? But in VA back then, I mean, they definitely tightened the rein. Now Virginia made it reverse. back then it was so sweet. Whereas your people could bring you food off the street on a visit. I might say, Dawn, you coming up this weekend? Yo, fry me some chicken, make me some of that mac and cheese, bada bada bing. You know what I mean? And you're getting, you're getting visits and having functions. I played ball. We traveled from institution to institution to play. You know what I mean? So, like I said.
Around what year did you start seeing a change in the prison system?
Down there, I could say it changed. Like I'd say probably the mid to late '90s, because then they got on the early '90s. They abolished parole. Well, they used to have parole. Whereas my first bid, I got sentenced to 24 years. I only did 7 and came home. Was on parole. You know what I mean? Then I went back for another 2. Then another 2. Like I said, the 7 was the longest. But that last 2 was the roughest. When I say it was the roughest, because so much had changed. You couldn't have this. You couldn't have that no more. So I was accustomed to some of these things. And now it's different. So, like you said, when I was 18, 19 years old, 20 years old, my early 20s, you're laying on that little thin mattress and that little bed was nothing. Now, when I started getting up in my 30s and 40s trying to lay on that mattress, it's not happening. I think one of the things that woke me up I went to visit my man on the island, Rikers Island. And I saw what I had to go through as far as being searched, poked, and prodded. And I thought about those years that I was over there and had my baby's mother, my mother, coming to visit me, realizing this is what they had to go through. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're going to be a man out here in this world, you got to change, and you can't only think about yourself. Or if you're not going to think about, if you're not just going to think about yourself, then once you get in, you're going to have to shut the door on everybody. And don't ask for no business. Don't ask for them to go through changes to keep commissary on your book, to be able to accept them, collect phone calls. You know what I mean? So you have to think about others out here, your loved ones. Do you want your child to go up and grow up in the same revolving circle? Letters to our son. It's not just talking about to my son. It's to all youth. I don't care what color that don't have a father that someone that calls them their son. You know what I'm saying? They have to, so they need to read this. They need to know these things. They need to hear from people like James. They need to hear people like Steve, like myself, because we've been there. They're not going to listen to you, Pat. They're not going to listen to Dawn, because guess what? Neither one of y'all know how that door sounds.
Learn more. Watch the entire prison film series. Buy the book, Letters to Our Sons, now available on Amazon. This series is produced, directed, and edited by Edge City Design. Interviewer is Patty Meyer. Technical advisor is John Gilbert of Videotech Global.
This is From Within. www.fromwithinseries.com